Let's use Stack Blitz's tool, Bolt.new, to create a program that scrapes Reddit questions and creates a blog article. So last time, what I did was use ChatGPT to make a tool. We used Python. I don't think we're going to do Python this time, but I want to try Bolt.new as a tool building product to see if we can do basically the same thing. See if I can make a standalone app that captures the Reddit RSS feeds, identifies questions, puts it in a database, and then exports it. First answers the questions as a blog article and then exports it. I took what I pasted into ChatGPT, at least the initial part, and updated it for what I had at the finish. And I haven't done this for Bolt yet, but what I'm going to do is copy this, paste it in, and just see how it compares. Hit enter, see what happens. So this is different because it builds a front end and back end tool for you that you can edit the files as opposed to giving you just screens of code. It creates the file, it enters the code in, and it does basically what your prompt says. But it's not made for standalone tools. It's made for front end, back end website design, basically. I learned that after I signed up for it for the first month. All right. I wish it would stop popping up. Create a modular blog writing tool that processes Reddit feeds, generate contact, chat. Break this down into separate modules. Okay, that's what I wanted it to do. Structure, main application, feed processing, SQL management, ChatGPT integration, RTF and WordPress export functionality, interactive, basic detection, ChatGPT content. Okay. Set up your environment variables. Let me see what's in there right now. What does it look for? Open API, and then the WordPress stuff. Enter your subreddit section, choose export. All right, stop it. The tool will prompt, fetch, generate, save, offer. Okay, so pull from the tool, npm start. First, it's giving some errors already. Well, let's start with this. Copy, paste that in just to see if it means anything. I'll fix the RTF export by using a different library. Okay, instead of RTF writer, it's going to be RTF generator. Create a file. Okay, cool. So RTF generator not found. You can also install. Okay. All right. Well, it's the same thing. All right. Just like ChatGPT, sometimes it gives you errors. Now, something with a more reliable RTF library. Wonder what we're doing now. Deprecated. To use RTF.js library, which is more reliable, maintained. Yeah. So this package is no longer support. Do not use it. I mean, they're just warnings. They're not actual errors, but I'm curious what it'll say if I just paste that in for the third time. To use docx instead of RTF. It's more maintained and more reliable. Okay. Hey, look, no error messages, no warnings. Let's see. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Approved. This function remains the same, but now. Okay. Now, let's see. Demo preview. What does it say I need to do? All right. What are the next steps? Fix errors in the code. I haven't even looked at the code yet. All right. First, fix. 2, set up your environment. Open that. Replace that with your actual credentials. And then run the application. Okay. So let's go to, where do I have this? Environment variable. Open API key. Paste. Save. npm start. We'll go down here. npm start. Enter subreddit. I'll stick with Walt Disney World. We'll go with hot. Error socket hang up. What does that mean? Oops. Why is it not pasting? Might be a connectivity issue with the RSS feed. Let's modify the handle. It's better close. Alright. So let's see. Oh my goodness, what happened? It opened. The hell does socket hang up mean? Okay, so clicking on the link opens it in a browser, but this tool gives socket hang up error. We'll implement a fallback mechanism using a different approach. Okay. Enter name of the subreddit. Found 5 questions using JSON API. Processing. Error. Unimplemented. And I'm just going to paste this whole string in here. Copy. Paste. See what it says. It's making the tool do all the work. I could play with the code, but I don't want to look at the code yet until it gives me the same error over and over again. Right now it's giving me different things. I should say more than 3 or 4 times because it did give me the same error 3 or 4 times. I'll stick with hot. 5 questions this time. DocX, WordPress. Let's go with article generated and saved to database. Let's see what DocX looks like. Generating article. Okay, so article generated, saved to database. Okay, so let's just did two of them. Let's skip delivery from Walmart. That's interesting. I kind of like the way it's doing this. Skip. Package sync is required. Choose a day. All right. Now the question is, where did it create these files? Oh, it's completely empty. Blog content.database. Where are the exported docx files? They exported the current working directory home project. See from mine. That one has already been created. That's right. Let's modify. Dedicated exports. That would be good. Now they'll be put into an exports directory with your project. This makes it easier. That is correct. All right. I don't see an exports folder, but this looks just like an empty file. So I'm going to delete this. Where's the exports file? So content exporter.js. Let me look at that real quick. All right. So gets those. Join process. Does it create the exports folder? Doesn't look like it. All right. Let's go back here. DocX. Saw something pop up. Oh, there it is. Exports. Blink. That doesn't help me. Skip. Yeah. What was it? Escape. Escape doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay, so two issues. File name for the documents should be less than 50 characters. That's one. All right, let's just do this. 1E2. The contents of the document is blank. It should be a blog article generated from ChatGPT 3. Is it possible to have a pretty interface with HTML? I just do pretty interface, GUI interface. Let's try that. So one thing ChatGPT still will be need for is, I guess, telling or creating the ChatGPT question for ChatGPT. So what I want to do is actually go back to the one we did yesterday, copy the prompt. Let's go, where's my document? Well, this is all doing all that. So the prompt for ChatGPT to make a blog. You are a passionate blogger writing an article based on the following question. I'll plug in the question. The article should be structured, engaged, and written in the first person perspective. Invoke a feeling of excitement, include SEO keywords, relevant, organized content, H1, 2, 3, and include image placeholders and images were relevant. Okay, so copy this. I'll put it in the bottom. See, this is simple interface. It created it real quick. Now let's see what it said. Okay, fix the file name length to eliminating 40 characters and improves the sanitation. Good. I didn't have to tell it that, which I did for the other ChatGPT. Fix the content by formatting in paragraphs, headings, ensure the content for ChatGPT for modern GUI interface, React, right, yada, yada, yada. That doesn't matter. Front end, feed dev server, back end, API Express. Okay, two things. First, will this be able to simple deployment to users? I guess I could load it on a website if I wanted to, but I still want a standalone that somebody could just copy on their computer. Have a simple deployment to run a setup file and then just double click to make it work. So I'm asking if it can, and instead of answering the question, it'll most likely just change a bunch of things. But it'd be nice if it said, yes, it can. Would you like me to make those changes? Okay, two. There is a possible prompt peer edition for ChatGPT to make it more robust. Let's do this, paste that, and hopefully it'll know what to do with it. Survey says, so it's going to create an easy deployment setup. Okay, they have to automatically open in their default browser. I've updated the content generator to be more robust. Let's do this. Uses first person perspective. I like that. Focus on case. I'm going to paste that. Uses first person perspective. I like that. Focus. Okay. Yeah, I like the way it has sets up this prompt better anyway. Maybe I'll put this one back in the other one. Okay, so what do I need to do to start? Is it already started? Refresh. Can you start it so we can test? Okay, cannot get. Wonder if I confused it. Let's change the whole thing. I was using this program a few weeks ago and again trying to make a standalone app, and every time I did it would turn it into a front end back end server. But it's a lot quicker than having to write every line of code, and it can also fix its own bugs, which is useful. Alright, so Disney World. Hot, that's fine. Generate error failed question. Error failed to fetch question. When I clicked generate articles. Alright, that's a lot of dependencies to make a tiny little app. Can't get. Alright, fix it. Okay. Don't see any errors. Starting. Can get. I feel like we're going in circles. Let's fix it. What is it changing? Restarting server. There's another error. Alright, so instead of looking at that, let's just go right here where all the errors are. Well, it actually pops up. Well, look at the errors anyway. So this was start server running. Restarted the server. But didn't restart. It restarted server. Okay, so let's see what happens. Generate. Oh, that's better. And I like the little animation it added. And what are you doing? Tap down. Generating. Okay, so it's just generating all the articles. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So there are only those. Let's just hit that one. Alright. To package require. Yeah. Shrink this down. Blank. Delete this. Delete this. Alright, I like what it's doing. And how the saved docx is still blank, and I want it while it's pulling the data, and it's writing to the log back here that it's generating the article. So as each article is being generated, can we have a visual cue? How does it CUE? Which version of Q is it? Indicator? What else do we need? As each article is being generated, let's make that 3. Before generating blog, we have a button that asks if we want it. So this way, hopefully it'll give me a list and I can approve, or if we want to approve it. Maybe it'll work that better if I say it that way. That way, hopefully it'll give me a table. I hit approve, not approve, generate, and then I figure out how I want to save it. Let's see if it works the way I think it will. Why are my lips so dry? Isn't this fun? Now the question is, will I turn this into a complete, usable? I guess it could. I don't know what the Reddit terms of service are. They have an RSS feed. I'm assuming you can read it. Service. Nothing about RSS. Anything about scraping. Anything about using content, using the service. Say you're at 13, you're not barred, you're not suspended, got no binding. Things you cannot do. And we're not going to interfere, gain access to somebody we don't care about. We're not uploading anything, we're not breaking any laws. Doesn't say, it says don't do anything that's not prohibited, but it doesn't say anything that's specifically prohibited. Reasonably abuse, we're not frauding anything. Well, yeah, I don't think they care. Probably why Reddit's the most used thing for Google and most AI tools. Okay, fix the docx export, add an approval workflow, added visual indicators, progress bar, question. So it's X of X, okay, development server should automatically with these two and try it. Okay, hey, it automatically puts it there. Generate, let's see what happens. Should get the questions and then give me something. Let's see. It's generating, it's supposed to ask me the question first. You lied, computer. Fetch his question first. Then it shows a dialog for each and asks for approval. I don't see it doing that. Yep, it didn't ask for any approval. But I'm going to go ahead and export this one. Export saved. Let's see what it looks like. Again, document's blank. That's annoying. All right. So, 1, I was not asked for approval. 2, documents and the export folder are empty. Maybe it doesn't like blank. Enter. Hey. And then ask if it'd be better to export as HTML. Maybe it'll add the option. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it's interesting that the document, it's not using ChatGPT to generate the formatting. Or maybe it's just the exporter that's understanding how it's in order to change it for HTML and doc. So what is this doing? So I wonder. Yeah, okay. Let's click here, hit that button, see what happens. Again, didn't ask for approval. So let's see what it says it did. It added article preview and approval workflow. I did not see any of that. I did not see progress tracking. I did not see HTML support. Okay, so JSX. Let's see. There is JSX. What is it you do? So hot writing. Submit. I see the skip all. I don't see the approve button. Just question on close. Now there is reject and approve. Why is that not showing up? Okay, well, let's just tell it it's not doing. See it in the content. Let me ask, is the front end being, because there's no approval generated the articles, and there's no HTML export option. And let's see if I export it, does it the exports are still blank. Okay. So I see the issue. We need to ensure that the dev server is running alongside the backend server. I don't know what that means, but sure. Why do we need both servers? Yada, whatever. Attempting to fetch, generating. There it goes, generating article again. That's really annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just refresh this entire thing. See what it does. Re-imports the whole thing, restarts it. Of course, I lose all the dialogue that I just had, but we'll make it work. Alright, 500 attempts to try. I guess I could have just added whatever. Walt Disney World. Hot. Find question. No. Air. Failed to fetch questions. Try it if you want to do this to me. Core proxy. Okay. Oh, I should probably wait for it to finish before I click on the buttons. Same issue. Oh, let's rewrite the entire thing. So now it uses index.html as well. Does that have on it? Okay. Changed a bunch of things, but you still get errors. Let me look at the terminal. That's what I need to look at. Where's the copy, paste. Did you not see the error, Mr. Program Guy? Oops. Did not mean to click on that. Copy, paste. See what happens. I'm just copying and pasting errors and telling it to fix itself. Another question is, would this be quicker if I just wrote it all myself? Maybe, but it wouldn't be as entertaining. Alright, you gave me errors. Do you not notice that you give errors? You're the one that spits them out. And I'm not going to run that until you fix the errors. Copy, paste. Alright, if you do the exact same thing again, maybe I will look at it. I didn't even see. Failed to initialize. This file is not a database. That looks better. There we go. No errors. Give me an approval button. It's the whole reason we restarted the browser anyway. I feel like I'm shrinking in my chair. There we go. No approval button. Let's look at what it said in the back end. Nope. Export. Blank export. Alright, I guess let's actually look at what it's doing. There's a way to see the database. And let's ask. Add a method for seeing the database information. Database. I just want to see if the generated articles show up in the database. And if it keeps writing them over and over and over again. Or if anything's being saved. Okay, I don't. Okay, so you can now get the information by making a GET request to /API /database info. I'll just paste that in there maybe. Maybe that. No, I'll probably make a GET request. Just want a page. Okay, so first let's see if there's any errors. No errors. Nothing in here. So let's go to package.json. And it's running server.js and then the Vite. It's running /API. Don't need. Actually, that index.js. So hold that. Okay. Validate the API key. The database initialize. Get prompts, generate the content. It doesn't say anywhere waiting for approval. So let me ask, should the request for approval be in the index.js? All right, no errors. Let's go back here. No, let's create the module. Workflow manages approval process, stores pending approvals in memory. Let's see if it does. Nothing yet. Should be pretty dang quick. Generating. That's so annoying. It's generating articles without any approvals. What can we do about this? Let's fix it. What have I been asking you to do for the last 30 minutes? Alright, I'm just going to click on the button and let's see what happens. That's so annoying. Updated the app component. Approvals. And it's generating articles. Come on. Alright. Can you look at the HTML from the page that's displaying and identify why it is not asking for approvals? There we go. Look at your work. Alright. Restore the preview that was accidentally removed. Added a submit for approval function that properly submits. Change the modal approve button to submit for approval. Generate. Should be showing some preview modal. And let's see if it's generating article. Generated 5 articles. Well, let me see if it fixes the export or if that's still broken. I mean, it's as much as it says it's done, it hasn't done anything. Same issue. Can you rename the index? What's that? JSX? No, I don't want to do that. Same issue. No approval. Can you add some logging to identify the issue? Because I don't even want to get into that export feature until I get the approval feature working. Okay, let's see what it says it did. Comprehensive logging throughout the approval workflow. I can't even get to the approval workflow. Now when you use the application, check the browser console and server logs to see a complete flow-up operations. Alright, that's what I wanted in the beginning. Alright, it's got some approval ID. I don't know where it's getting it because I haven't hit approve. Read properties of undefined reading map. Not sure if I want to fix that yet. Okay, let's go ahead and fix it. See what happens. Error indicates something is happening. Yes. Okay, before I get there, you can see what it says. Made several important added proper error handling, ensure the API, database. Okay, let me copy this. There was no prompt for approvals. Here is the let's add an approvals component to integrate it to the main app. Why hasn't it been there? That's this whole thing we've been asking for this whole time. I mean, the only reason why I want the approvals is if it looks like a silly question or something, I don't want to spend the tokens in ChatGPT to keep generating blog articles that are not going to get used because that costs money. All right, let's go back to see what it says it did. There's no UI component to review and manage these approvals. Let's add it. Okay, add an approval component that shows a bunch of stuff. Why does it need to refresh every 5 seconds? Whatever. Updated the main app layout, improved the workflow. Okay. Let's just go with it. No approval button. Let's go back here and see if it's doing something. Generating articles. It looks like it removed the logging that it added up here. It's going back and forth. You're going to make me look at all the code, aren't you? The approval panel will now be visible at all times, fully integrated into the workflow. Do you see an approval panel? I see no approval panel. Export this, go back to here, go to exports, it's blank. See, I don't think that's refreshing. Keep going to that. Alright, so there's no approval. There is no all panel. Alright, let's just do it this way. Okay, separate the portions. Step 1, get the questions from Reddit. Step 2, generate blog. 2 will not start until each question manually improved. Maybe that'll make a change. Think about it to just separate it into 2 different pages. Alright, so far everything looks exactly the same. Survey says generating article. What the hell? Let's do it this way. Okay, let's separate this more. I'm gonna make it break into 1. The main page with links to generate this links to pull questions from Reddit. Pull question other pages used and store in the database awaiting approval. Ask for subreddit. Yeah, okay. This page only asks for a subreddit and section. Acquire more questions to write to the database. Okay, so it gets in a list, goes to Reddit, finds questions, throws them in a database. Alright, so this one, generate articles page. This will, or more, let's make sure I specify this. It's going to be unique questions. So it should be, I'm going to see if it'll figure out how to write the database. I don't want to go into the schema yet. Right, this will generate the article. This will pull in a list of questions from the database into a table. Each have a generate log article button, generate all, and export method. We'll make it grayed out if already, or generate again just with a prompt or a additional information to pass to ChatGPT. Add an export method. Docx, HTML, WordPress. Let's go. 3 logging page pulls logging information that's been stored into the database. Maybe that'll tell it to actually store the data in the database. Let's see how this works. Oops, I put 3 twice instead of 3 and 4. Maybe it'll figure it out. I'll help restructure the application separate pages with clear responsibility. Okay, good. I'll just want an approval button. How hard is that? Alright, let's see what it says. Homepage, question fetcher, article generator, log viewer. Perfect. Server-side needs to be updated to match this new structure. Would you like me to provide those? Yes. Update everything. I'll help update the server-side code. What do you mean you'll help? You're going to do it all. If updated proper error handling, implement a new approval workflow, structure the API, server now properly integrated into the new front end. Okay, start it. Would you like me to show the database? Alright, add bonus for this. Okay, it's still refresh. Back. I don't want to get into that yet. I am still seeing the same log writer page. It's 3:30 in the morning here. I need to get something. I guess I could. No, still doing the same thing. Let me help you start the yada yada. I've updated the database, restarted the app now the proper database. Click on any of these cards, access Watch. I do not see these. I do not see what you say I should see. Take a screenshot for you. Where's my screenshot tool? Copy, paste. Nope, I guess I can't paste. And we have to save a file. 'Cause I thought I could. Yeah, there it is. Stop doing that. The desktop. Open. See the React router isn't properly rendering the home page and navigation cards. Let's fix the main app. Okay. I would like that. Nothing's changed. I still see the same screen. It's getting annoying. And I'm about to run out of monthly tokens. I might go to Cursor.io instead. I don't know if ChatGPT, did it take the same? I think this one's taking longer. I might have literally spent the last half hour, 45 minutes on the same issue. All right, let's see. This is what I see. I'm going to show the same screenshot because nothing has changed. It's saying the same thing over and over again. I mean, I see where it says the app JSX should be this. So I wonder if it's just a cache issue. Like my browser is caching the app JSX. Yeah. So let's just completely close. Save this. Control C. Close all the browsers. All that browser. Open it back up. Dang it. Sign in. Project not found. And it goes to the same thing. Okay. So I cleared the cache. And then I stopped recording accidentally. So I told it nothing's changed. Still looks the same. I don't think it's getting loaded correctly. Restarted the application. Told me the loading order. Said clear out the cache. And then I said finally. Finally I see something different. I told it to change it from to tool just so I could see a different name. Yeah. From Reddit blog writer to Reddit blog. Thinking that one might help. So finally loaded it. I have it add 3 pages. As soon as I go to the logs, it gives me this little error. I'm going to go ahead and tell it to fix that problem first. Hopefully I can get this done before I run out of tokens. Otherwise I have to buy upgrade, which I don't want for just testing out a tool. I'm not overly impressed with this. I think I spent a lot more time trying to get it to fix itself. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Writes code. It's all color coded. Pops up the server front end and back end. But let's see if this works. Survey says failed to. Alright. Can't generate if there's nothing there. Did it give me a log at least? No log. No. Same. Before I hit fix problem, let's see if error showed up over here. Yep. Just copy these. Just go here. Copy. Alright. Don't copy. And fix yourself. Again. So it's updating the schema for the database, making sure questions, articles, select from questions, update. Cool. Should work without error. Okay. Well, are you gonna restart? Okay. Let's fix some issues. Rewrite the same thing for the 50th time. Restart the server. Fix the questions. I mean, this part was working. Why did you break yourself? If I write down the credits and this thing isn't working, we'll just call it a failed progress project. Failed again. I mean, what did it say then? Made several important fixes. Error handling, added missing functions, added proper question. From my standpoint, you didn't do anything but break stuff. Copy, paste, enter. Fix again. You're gonna make me write this myself. Switched to in-memory SQLite database. Simplified schema. Added some insert ignores. Fix parameter. More error logging. And questions found 3. New questions 3. Duplicate skipped 0. I like that. Generate. Oh, look at that. First time seeing some sort of improvement progress. Staying at SOG want roped out ready to. Where do I enter? Generate. Additional information. I don't know anything about that. So I'm just gonna generate. Did we actually get something working? Oh, you scum sucker. Well, we're getting progress at least. Delete. I have to do that every time. Just see what logs say. Well, it's in reverse order, but that's fine. But let's go ahead. That works. Okay. The questions were successfully fetched. Good job, Mr. Computer Guy. Wait an extra S. Alright. 2. What is it? Generate articles. Page loaded. The questions successfully. Again, good job. After clicking generate, The files were created in the export folder, but the contents were blank on the view logs page. All right, can we add sorting to the view logs page? Okay, what else did we want to change? While I'm at it, there was something else I was thinking about. Pending. Oh, I want to. Oops, forgot to hold down shift. I guess we'll take care of these first. You've used all of your remaining tokens. So I hope it works. Fetch questions. I'm just gonna hit some letters just to see if it doesn't have a Reddit blog. What happens? Failed. Okay. What about art? I'm sure there's one called art. Failed. Okay. Maybe not. Walt Disney World. Okay, that works. What about new? Top. Rising. Cool. So I should have a bunch in there now. Nice. 80 fun hotels let you walk into the park practically. Lists the local hotels with characters in them. I should say potential. And Disney. See what happens. I would like to see one article generated. Survey says no. I hate you. So what does that say? So without any remaining tokens, I don't think it'll let me ask questions. Read article. Content generator. Let's see what it says. Goes to ChatGPT. Using 3.5. Pull the prompt from here. Okay. Return the content. Alright, so who calls generate article? Actually, yeah, let's go here. Fetch questions handle. Oh, that just brings up the interface. Click handle generate. Where's handle generate? I think it's JSX. Two bit. Where are you? There's handle. There it is right there. Where is it calling generate article? Don't see it importing from there. I don't see it. What is calling the function? I'm just trying to read through and understand what this thing is doing. That's where it should be. Putting the content inside the document. It's just the naming. Let's see HTML. Is there close the dot? Close the dot. Trying to organize the elements. Set a title. Save the file. What's in the buffer? Don't see. Let's see if it answers the question. Or do I want to? What is it? Token reload. $30. That just puts me into this category. That's what I thought it would do. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to write this thing. Okay, so that was working. Hit the generate button. It generates, but it does not. Why does it have HTML if it's not saving HTML? It's only saving the docx format. All right, let me go through the code again. Let's see. So the question, sure, yeah. Okay, this was, so by default it does. So if I change this to HTML, I wonder if it'll export in HTML. Save, preview, generate. Oh wait, there it is right there. DOCX. Save, preview, generate HTML, generate. What's being constructed circle area at AK, Animal Kingdom. Oh, let's see if ChatGPT knows. What's being constructed? Oh, it's actual HTML. Nice. 100 frames. That's funny. Okay, so HTML works. Control A, Control C. Oh. File, save it. Go. Enough for the page. Just type in some letters. Doesn't have images, but I mean, it does look formatted like a blog article, which is kind of what I wanted. ChatGPT doesn't know AK means Animal Kingdom, so it's just giving generic information about construction. Nonetheless, have something that's sort of working, which is a step in the right direction. I'll figure out the docx thing, but not right now. Again, partially finished tool. Took way too long to get this thing to this point. It's not the most appealing looking, but it pulls from Reddit, gets me some questions, allows me to approve them, rates them to at least HTML, which I can bring up, copy, paste into a blog, and then manipulate a little bit more. Does the logging show up? Does not let me sort, but does at least give me logging, which is useful. There's only warnings. That's funny. Starts by showing all. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So that's not bad. I mean, this, I can use it as is. I just need to fix the docx portion. I haven't even started the WordPress export, but as it is, I don't want it. I wonder if I try to answer the same question, what it'll do. Generate AK equals Animal Kingdom, Disney World. See if that makes any difference. Will it overwrite? Ah, so it did. So Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V, save, refresh. Nice. Doesn't answer the question. It just says something. So not all the answers are the best, but from this we could, if we could find the answer, we could plug it in and still have it entertaining, in the form of an article that could help you rank with SEO. So it's a starting point. All right, maybe I'll finish it, maybe I won't. Don't know. But it's a good explanation of what this tool can do and some bottlenecks and problems that you'll have with it. Bolt.new from StackBlitz. $20 got me a partially generated tool. See ya.